So we now move to the topic trust and delegation. The topic focuses on the role of due diligence in the delegated investment decision making process. Specifically, investors in hedge fund not only delegate decision making to fund manager, but they do the same with little information about fund or fund manager. The market are non-transparent, and thus investment must trust manager. However, some hedge funds fail to report or mislead investor regarding past regulatory or legal problems, and more importantly, trying to hide past legal and regulatory problem from investor is a leading indicator of future operational risk issue. Institutional investors sometimes hire third-party due diligence firm to gather and verify information about fund manager. In the process, these firms uncover operational risk factors. Therefore, due diligence is important for identifying inadequate or failed internal process with the hedge funds. Investors in hedge fund delegate investment decision making to fund manager. Auditing is expensive and markets are generally opaque. It is classical principal agent relationship where behavior of agents, the hedge fund manager, is difficult to observe. As such, the integrity of manager is critical. Operation is defined as Basel on the Basel supervision as the risk of direct or indirect loss resulting from inadequate failed internal process, people or system, or from external events. The Basel Committee distinguishes operation risk from market risk and insolvency risk. Several academic studies find out that operational risk has resulted in more hedge fund failure than bad investment decision at the type of risk. We move to the next topic here, due diligence in investment decision making process. Explain the role of third-party due diligence firm in the delegated investment decision making process. Hedge funds are sophisticated and supposed do not need the protection of regulation that guard mutual fund investors. Therefore, with the expectation of brief period in 2006, US domiciled hedge funds have generally not been required to register with SEC. If they register, they do generally voluntarily. Public data services such as Lipper, TASS database, and the Center for International Security and Derivative Markets (CISDM) and TASS also rely on hedge funds to voluntarily provide information regarding fee, performance, use of leverage, and hedge fund style. As a result, there is little public information available regarding the strategies, performance, risk, organizational structure, and personnel of hedge funds. The fund offering memoranda is viewed by potential investor but is not available to general public. Several institutions has developed in response to the lack of information and transparency regarding the characteristic and action of hedge fund. So, third-party due diligence firm, independent auditors, regulators, information network of investor transferring information via word of mouth. So these have been developed in response to lack of information and transparency regarding characteristic and action of hedge fund. Information is generated by these outside entities that either increases or diminishes the perceived trustworthiness of a hedge fund. Third-party due diligence firms are hired by hedge fund investors to gather and verify information about the hedge funds. Fund of fund hedge funds are typically clients. However, investment banks or vending individuals also may hire these firms. The client is generally interested in investing in the hedge fund, but now more information than is provided by the fund in prospectus and related documents. The typical report provided by third-party due diligence ranges from 100 to 200 pages, but may be several hundred pages in length. Along with verification of fund information regarding performance, fee, personal style, red flags are raised by firms regarding potential operation risk factors. To gather information, identify concern, the firm will do the following: thoroughly review offering documents and marketing public provided by fund manager. Examine forms filled out in the due diligence process by fund manager. Interview fund manager. Attempt to verify audit report with the fund manager. Verify operational control, asset under management, and performance figures with the fund administrator. Perform a background check on managers and other key fund staff. One of the goals of third-party due diligence process is to identify imperfect or failed internal process. The firm identifies discrepancies and statements made by fund manager regarding performance and control process by cross-checking information with multiple sources. In contrast to the TASS and CISDM databases, which focuses primarily on quantitative factors such as fees, asset return, leverage, due diligence reports also revealed quantitative factors, methods such as the method by which asset portfolio values are determined, how and by whom day-to-day accounting of fund is accomplished, substantiation of accuracy of data provided by the fund, how control performance are performed. Operational issues which are not evident in public hedge fund data could potentially be reviewed in a third-party due diligence report. Now, hedge fund reporting issue. Explain how past regulatory and legal performance with hedge fund reporting relates to expected future operational event. In a study of 444 due diligence report compiled by a third-party due diligence firm, Brown, Gonsman, Liang, Schwartz find that 45% of hedge funds studied have some regulatory or legal problem. This is interesting in that is more than twice the percent of funds self-reporting a problem in a study of 2006 firm by ADV filings. Third-party due diligence firm in the Brown et al. Study compared self-reported statement regarding past regulatory or legal problems to third-party records such as audit reports and discussion with prime borders and noted whether there were discrepancies. In addition, Brown et al. Separated problem funds, those funds which had legal regulatory problem, from non-problem fund, and analyzed the characteristic of the two groups. Based on univariate test, common characteristic of problem funds included following: generally more illiquid but long lockup and redemption period, less likely to use independent pricing procedure for asset portfolio, perhaps in part due to illiquidity of assets, less likely than non-problem funds to have a Big Four auditor, more likely to switch data vendor, similar signature setup for transferring funds but a higher level for verification process relative to non-problem funds, generally larger than non-problem funds. This may simply indicate that there are some more opportunities to sue larger banks for smaller funds, generally have poorer operational control than non-problem funds. In further analysis, Brown et al. Uses a logistic model to examine the relationship between past legal and regulatory problem and the operation risk of the fund. These findings support that the univariate results and indicate that funds with past legal problems generally have poor operational control. In addition, a lack of honesty from fund manager regarding past legal and regulatory problem is a leading indicator of operating problem in the future. The failure to use a Big Four or well-known accounting firm is also indicator of a future operational performance. The author concludes that information verification such as provided by the third firm is important in lightly regulated industries such as hedge fund industry. They can also derive a direct measure of operational risk referring to W score or omega score. Again, supporting the above univariate results, they find that funds with better past performance have lower operational risk. Funds with higher quality manager have lower operational risk. Funds with longer lockup and redemption period have higher operational risk. Smaller or newer funds generate have higher operational risk. Funds with smoother return have higher operational risk. The author finds out that hedge fund with exposure to operational risk is measured by omega score and have increased chances of future poor performance. Omega score higher than the median score for a given time period is indication of high operational risk. Now we move to the last topic here, which is identifying inadequate or failed process. Explain the role of due diligence process in successfully identifying inadequate or failed internal process. The hedge fund industry is noted for its lack of transparency. Hedge fund managers are reluctant to reveal details about funds, especially if they are engaged in proprietary trading. Fund managers are not required to register with SEC, although some do that voluntarily. Even fund information reported in public such as Lipper, TAS or SIDM also include unverified voluntarily provided information. In this environment, due diligence process is critically important. Due diligence identifies inadequate or failed internal process by uncovering and verifying information. As noted, third-party due diligence firms gather verify information about the funds from the number of sources, including the offering document of the fund, market material, interviews with fund manager, form filled by fund manager, background checks of key employee, and interviews with prime brokerage and administrator. Firms who use one of the Big Four are subject to due diligence in the sense that these firms typically pre-screen manager for various operational factors before taking a fund on a client. One of the red flag is Bernie Madoff Ponzi scheme and was lack of known auditing firm. Madoff firm, which has billions of dollars under management, was audited by Fleming and Hedgehog, a three-person accounting firm operating out of a strip mall. By verifying and cross-checking information across the sources, due diligence process can uncover failure in internal process of a firm, which in turn can lead to increased operation risk. So this was the small one, and leading to the next topic, that is Madoff, a riot of red flags.